everybody. It's Monday and I'm doing a Cello Nation live. What? That's right. You know what? I've been teaching a bunch of students in my new crash course, which is an amazing thing that I'm offering for you guys. And there's a lot of students that have this one problem. So I just want to come on here and help everybody with it. I'm sick of everybody having this same problem. So let's work on it, okay? You got your Lully Gavotte? Write in the comments if you're in here and where you're joining us from. I got my biscuit here. If the mailman comes, you will hear her. All right, we're working on Lully Gavotte. What is the thing we're working on in Lully Gavotte? I'm going to teach you a couple ways to work on this particular thing. Do you know what the thing is? So in our crash course on Lully Gavotte, we work on the bow strokes. We work on the speed that you need, the contrasting bow strokes that you need. And then we also work on third position, okay? Super, super important to be able to land third position. Why? Because look at this. There it is. The most missed note in the history of Suzuki Book 3, Mankind. All right, so how do we land that? So look, let's think about it for a minute. I'm going to lower my end pin. All right, let's think about it for a minute. Where is, if we are in bar 22, that is going to tune up with your open D string, right? Why is it third position? It's third position because I said it is. No, it's third position because it's an alphabet thing, right, Kathleen? Open is no position. B, first finger is first position, right? And then when your first finger slides up to a C, that is second position, right? A C sharp is still second because it's an alphabet thing, right? Everybody say it with me. 1, 2, 3. It's an alphabet thing, right? So what that means is any B is first position. Any C, be it C or C sharp, is second position, right? Any D is third position, right? Third position, okay? So figure that out for all the strings, okay? All right, so we're going to third position like this. Find the D that you want. We are in bar 22. That's where I want to land. So I'm going to do. Now it doesn't help if the first three notes are out of pitch. That's not going to help because we're honing two spots. First position. So find the notes that you like there. Be able to nail that again. You need to be able to nail first position, right? And then you're on a C sharp and you're going to this note. Third to fourth. C sharp to D. You got to learn that first in your ear and then reproduce it when you shift. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to practice this, okay? A couple different ways, all right? 1. Do it all in first position. We're just going to go, well, I think there's merit to doing 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, because then you're really set up in first position before you shift, right? So let's just try it that way as opposed to just 3, 0, 1, because that doesn't really set up first position as well, okay? So here is the first way I want you to practice it. Tell yourself, that's the D I want. If it's not the D you want, don't tell yourself that. Find the D that you want. C sharp to D, right? You can play Over the Rainbow. Open D to pinky, right? Okay, so I found my D that I really want, that I really love, that I'm not going to change for anybody, that I feel in the deepness of my heart, that D. If anybody says you're flat, I'll go, no fucking way. I am not. I'm right on, okay? All right, so I want you to get comfortable with those pitches, okay? Play it with me. Ready? Go. Breathe. Again. Breathe. Again. That's the way I want you to do it. That's the way neuroscience tells you that you're going to learn the fastest. You're going to learn the fastest in the breaks between your repetitions. Get that in your brain. In the breaks between your repetitions, okay? If you have any questions, you can write in the chat, write in the comments later how amazing this class was for you. Okay, we're not done yet. All right, 0130 pinky. That's how I want you to practice it. At least 5 times. Getting the pitches perfect, all right? Now we're going to add the shift, but your ear already knows the pitch that you love, the pitch that I swore about. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I lose my mind about this, right? Because people keep coming in playing this part out of tune, and I'm just dying to help you guys, okay? All right, so now don't use a big bow and play really loud. Really soft is going to help you learn pitch better, okay? Do it with me. With the shift. You got your first finger? Ready? Go. Again. Ready? Go. Take a breath. Let it rewind in your brain. Let it rewind. And do it again. Ready? Go. All right. You got to do that at least 5 times perfectly in tune. If you're repeating it out of tune, you're not going to get it in tune. You got to find the notes that you want, that you would swear by, but you don't have to actually swear like I did. All right. Now, one more way to do this is to do it. We call it over practicing, okay? Do it on the other strings. So I'm going to go. Why? Because pinky's right there and it knows pretty much where it needs to be. Take a break for it to repeat. Okay, I'm going to make sure I can do that 5 times in a row. Then I'm going to do the shift. 5 times in a row on all strings. When you get back to the A string, it's going to be a lot easier for you on the A string, okay? Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. And I'm going to play out a little bit of Lully Gavotte for you, just for fun. You can play it with me if you want, or you can listen. But I want to tell you, the crash course in cello, we are working on Lully Gavotte. You can study Lully Gavotte with me in this kind of depth if you want to sign up for a crash course. Okay, it's a 1-month program. Everybody can do it. It's a 30-day program, crash course on one piece, like the Lully Gavotte. All right? It's not a coincidence that I came in here to work on Lully Gavotte with you, because you may totally love it. You may be dying to play it so much better, and you can do that in a crash course, which is a 30-day program, you and me, one-on-one, only Lully Gavotte, all right? There are many other options. You could do French folk song, you could do La Cinquantaine, you could do Chanson Triste, you could do the Bach Prelude in G major. There are many different options. You could do the Galamian scale method for one crash course. You could do a Celtic tune, Road to Lisdoonvarna, or a Shokin Farewell for one crash course. By the end of the month, you're a level higher. All right? All right. Let's go out of this bad boy by playing some of the Lully Gavotte. And then you'll see why you need to know third position in the Lully Gavotte in bar 22, okay? I'm just going to play half of this piece. Ready? I'm going to do 1, 2, like that. 1, 2. Nice way to end. Listen, we all have to work on third position, and it's hard. But I just wanted to help everyone who's having any problem with third position. And listen, I'll come in tomorrow and do another one. I'm going to do one every day this week with some different pieces that we're working on in Crash Course, okay? The things that come up the most, I'm going to come in and hang out with you guys a little and play with you. Wednesday at 11 is the Play and Tune and Stay in Tune class, so come on in for that. Short, 10 to 15 minutes. Last week maybe it was a half an hour, I don't know. But 10 to 15 minutes is good for me. I hope it's good for y'all. And I will see you there. Message me for details on a crash course. It's not cheap, but the value you get out of it, you will have forever. All right, guys. See you later. Yay, Kathleen and Pam in here. You guys comment later who was in here, okay? Bye now.